Don't play with the wires. He says you're always writing with that thing. When I came out of OSU today, my rear tire was flat on the Odyssey. I called AAA, and they said, "Oh, you've had all of your service calls." And I said, "No, I haven't. I just paid my dues, and I should have another year's worth of service calls." And they said, "Well, you get 5 a year, and you've used your 5." And I said, "When did I pay my dues?" And she went and looked, and she said, "You paid them in January." I said, "Well, I haven't had any calls since January." She went away and came back and says, "Okay, we can do it." So AAA came and put that little donut thing on my car, and those things are useless. They only tell you that you can only go 35 miles with one of them donuts. And so I went to National Tire and Brake. That was a mistake. I said, "Do you have a used tire I can put on here? I'm short on cash." And they said, "We only sell new tires." And I said, "Well, I need the least expensive tire you got." And he looked on his computer and he came back and says, "I've got one for $210. And I said, "Thank you very much. I don't need that." And so I went to one of those ethnic used tire garages that was right around the corner, and I got a tire for $50 used. But it'll get me through until payday at least. What do you think of this cat? He's been alone all day because I've been down at OSU. But we've got things moving towards my second cochlear implant, and we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure how it'll go, but I at least stirred the pot today quite a bit. I thought to myself, I should make a video of my flat tire. The AAA guy that came, yeah, he was, I was convinced he was from Jamaica. He had his hair in a big sock thing and didn't speak English that I could understand. And he came in a little car smaller than the Odyssey to replace the tire. And in the boot he had a jack, and he had a impact wrench, battery powered impact wrench, but the battery on that was dead, so he had to do it with hand tools. But he got the donut put on. The tire that blew had really blown. The cords were all showing and everything. And then the second half of the video would have been going to that ethnic place where, you know, the kind of places where they have stacks and stacks of tires, and you can get a good deal on used tires, but they're probably not going to last for very long. But it made a good video, but I didn't do it. Instead, I take a video of my cat Felix as he terrorizes me after being gone all day. You don't want to wear shorts around him. He's a good little guy. I'm thinking we'll go outside for a while. Everybody says I should tie him up and harness him and put a leash on him and a collar and make it so he can't run away, but that's the fun of being outside. I'm going to take him down and let him run around a little bit outside. All right, that was my day. Hope yours was better. God bless.